wanted to come next to the ATE revenue, and this has been a lot of discussion, but your justification for reprogramming money out of the Vision Zero legislation as the law stipulates the revenue is supposed to go to. Is it simply because the CFO said you could do it?
So let me answer that two ways. One is that this is what it would require to have obligated all that funding to the Vision Zero Fund. It would require us to take hundreds of millions more dollars from really good programs across the budget that everyone here at the council is concerned about. So if the council does want to make that switch, you've got to cut all that money out of those programs to be able to repurpose it for the Vision Zero Fund. And two, and this is very important, that our debt service levels are based on spending. And if that funding is set aside for the Vision Zero Fund, I understand that we would not be able to take out as much debt to fund Vision Zero projects. So the council would have to remove hundreds of millions of dollars from programs and remove a significant amount of capital funding too. So we made the change because we knew most of this has to be engineering work, which is capital budget. So including it in the general fund allowed for us to take out more debt to be able to have more projects to be able to help Vision Zero. But if the council is considering reversing that, that is the hurdles that you're going to have to cross in a tight budget year.
I agree. But the challenge many of us are having is that the law stipulated one thing and the executive seemed to single-handedly decide you weren't going to follow the law. And so the challenge facing the council is exactly right that you're describing. What I'm getting at is what gave you permission not to honor what the law stipulates where that funding is supposed to go? Was it a declaration from the CFO's office saying, yes, you can use this money elsewhere?
We repealed it in the BSA. So the mayor has the authority in the Home Rule Act to submit adjustments to legislation that provide the legal basis for the budgets he submits. Had we not done that, I want to highlight this because I know that is some discussion, it would require, in a tight budget year, significant cuts to the capital and operating budgets. The council has the budget. You can make a different choice. But we did make sure the budget was legally sufficient in the BSA that we sent. And it did allow for us to have more capital projects to provide to Vision Zero.
I just would note the Vision Zero goal is a goal of the executives. It is a goal that by the auditor's assessment and by many residents' assessment has been a failure. And so while I hear you in terms of the challenge facing the council and the need to fill gaps, the angst that many people feel is at a time when we are seeing increasing traffic violence play out, while hearing increasing rhetoric why it matters to the executive, we are seeing diverted funds that the law stipulated were supposed to go to greater safety investments.